Satnam, I'm Nirvair Khalsa, and here we are with another month to do a wonderful meditation together. I so enjoyed that one we did last month with those layers and the breathing. You know, it's almost like saying goodbye to a friend or a family when you go home, when we transition to another Kriya or another meditation of the month. I actually think I'm going to keep doing that one a little bit longer. But what we're going to do today is we're going to practice something out of the 21 stages of meditation. And I just taught this course with a great team in New York City, and what an amazing amount of information and course it is, and book itself. I was thinking as I was coming over here to shoot this with Alessandra this morning that, you know, this would be one of these desert island kind of books. Is you could take it and you could spend a lifetime studying the information about the 21 stages of meditation, and also practicing all the amazing Kriyas, including some of the foundational Kriyas that we have in Kundalini Yoga as taught by Yogi Bhajan, Ekankar Satnam Siddhi Waheguru in both the 2.5 and 3.5 cycle Laya Yoga format. Something you could spend your whole life practicing. So anyway, we're going to practice today something from one of the stages. And these stages are facets of yourself and facets of your development, and they encompass all different parts of you. You know, your mental attitude, your meditative, contemplative capacity, your emotional nature, how you perceive yourself in the world, how the world perceives you. It really is an amazing system that Yogi Bhajan outlined. But we're going to work in this this journey, this one journey on the stage of focus. And it's interesting, this idea of focus, because you have an idea of what it is. I have an idea of what it is. And my idea about it, it's a little bit grim, you know, and that is you got to kind of knuckle down and pay attention. I don't know where that exactly comes from. But on the other hand, from Yogi Bhajan's point of view, it's really entirely different. The focus is something, if in that what I was just describing before, that the idea of like a concentration and the idea of excluding all things and the idea of paying attention is actually something that lowers your frequency. It's something because you really, in order to do that, to kind of get real gritty like that, you have to get in, kind of stay in the third chakra. And it also reinforces a certain part of the brain that is being studied right now. There's this area of the brain, this neural network, that connects the new brain and the old brain together. And there's exciting things happening now in terms of the study of the brain and psychology. They're trying to really establish what exactly parts of your psychological makeup relates to how the brain functions. And the postulate for this is that the ego is really contained in this one kind of supervising neural network, and it gets reinforced, you know, after the magic of childhood as you get a little bit older. And so it allows you actually to operate in the world, you know, as an adult human being who needs to take care of a lot of things. But on the other hand, some of the magical qualities of being a child get erased. And the postulate is that this might be the center of where your ego resides. And so that kind of identity. And it operates really from the idea that you're creating your reality from your past experience. And that is one thing that Yogi Bhajan repeated over and over again, is as the past is gone, all that you have right now is this moment. And this moment creates the next moment. And when you're in that next moment, that moment is gone. And so creating your reality around your past impressions is something that really allows you to survive. You're using your old brain in order for your survival. but it also reinforces the smallness of your ego. And so what Yogi Bhajan emphasizes is the idea that you want to be alert, that you want to use your intuitive capacity really to engage in starting a sequence that will lead to the best possible sequence that can uplift yourself and to create the best possible thing that's in with the entire environment and relating to your soul instead of your small ego. And so with this meditation of focus, the idea is that you allow flow to happen. The real key word there is the flow. And there is a training that happens within you by practicing this meditation and coming into this state of awareness of this stage of focus, is that you're training yourself to actually act from your intuition and not necessarily from that small part of your ego, the fear-based part, the logical linear part of it, the intuitive thing. And it really takes a mental training, and it takes some kind of practice to actually use your intuition so that you can be and act from the moment you're in at this time and place, and that you can react to all the influences and incorporate all the influences that are happening with you at this moment so that you can move forward to the best possible outcome. And so it's something what Yogi Bhajan talked with this idea of focus is that you're engaging the third chakra, because that's where the energy comes from, so anything can happen. But you're opening up the heart center, you're opening up the throat center, and you're engaging the sixth center, right? The brow point, the command center, to command all your chakras and to guide you to this best possible outcome that will uplift yourself and your entire environment. So this is an amazing meditation. So even though it's called focus, what you're doing is you're transmuting and transforming energy. You're working with yourself to kind of retrain, to kind of diversify this tight control that you have using your ego and the brain connecting new brain and old brain, to use the higher glands and your intuitive capacity to really guide you. It's fantastic. And it's a really fun, lovely meditation. I'm going to actually advise you to do it for 31 minutes. See if you can do that much this month. But if you can just do 11, if that all fits in your schedule, then that's okay too. But it was originally taught in 1973 for 31 minutes. So we'll do the Tunin mantra, Om Namo Gurudev Namo, and we'll chant it through 3 times, of course, with the breath for each repetition. And then you're going to have this mudra. You're going to place the right hand on the left and have the thumbs touching and pressed together. And you're going to hold this right at the solar plexus. You'll sit up tall, neck and neck lock, and you're going to have the eyes gazing at the tip of the nose, keeping both sides of the nose in equal view. Although the eyes are just slightly closed, maybe 9/10 closed, gazing at the tip of the nose. And then there's a breath pattern and mantra. You're going to inhale in 6 segments through the nose, and then you're going to exhale by chanting a mantra. And so mentally you'll chant Satnam, 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 6 Satnams, right, on the inhale in segments. And then you're going to exhale in 2 parts. The first part, Wahe, the second part, Guru. And it's done in a very, it's like a whisper. And that recitation of the mantra Waheguru, wow, wisdom, is something that's worth thousands of hugs. H-A-R, is actually something that really moves the energy and uplifts you into this excellence of self. So it looks like this and sounds like this. having just practiced this last weekend for 31 minutes myself, it's amazing, and what it does to you, it really just kind of spreads your energy out. You get relaxed into it, the energy gets uplifted, and you start living from that intuitive side instead of that limited ego side. So anyway, 21 stages of meditation. Focus, this particular stage, the fifth stage, we'll practice this month, and then we'll just see where we're at next month and do another wonderful thing in April. So thanks for practicing with me. Sat Nam.